Women in menopause often fall into two categories. Either they are suffering with symptoms and they're pretty desperate to find a doctor who will help them, or they aren't suffering with symptoms and they believe they have no reason to learn anything because they breeze through this transition. I can relate to the first woman, the one who's sweating all day long like a furnace is burning inside of her, barely able to sleep, uncomfortable all the time, and constantly anxious and often embarrassed. I was the woman who was desperate for answers and solutions, and I dedicated 3.5 years of my life to finding them. When I finally found the people who would eventually set me on the path, they weren't doctors. They were educators and coaches, and thank goodness I was encouraged to learn first, before they recommended a doctor, because I finally discovered what I needed to know, not just how to eat and exercise, which was actually different than what I thought. I learned things I never imagined I'd find out along the way. The bigger picture with even bigger consequences, the stuff that will decrease my risk of heart disease and dementia, information that all women, including the ones who think they dodged a bullet, deserve to know. And that's what's ultimately driven me to take this on, to pass on the facts and the entire truthful story of menopause, not just so that I can help those of you longing for relief, but more profoundly, so that I can help every single woman do everything they can to avoid the potentially debilitating experiences of aging that are not inevitable.